Hi, in our last two videos, Gaynell shared some helpful tips on preparing for an interview, as well as making more meaningful and memorable introductions. So now that you're meeting people, you're talking a bit more about your business, you want to, of course, hone that interest and help drive sales. Now, before you get frightened, let me say, I am aware that there are usually two sets of people when it comes to sales. The one who loves sales, that loves talking to people, that is ready at the drop of a hat to start networking and sending out information. And then the person who truly feels it is the kiss of death. Let me tell you, as someone who's been doing this for a while, sales is more dependent, or should I say successful sales is more dependent on technique and systems than it is on having a large personality. So keep that in mind. If you're feeling a little nervous or a little hesitant about selling, anyone can learn to sell. But there are two things that I think you should really keep in mind as you prepare to talk more about your business. The first one is developing a rapport. Now, this happens before you send any information about your business. Now, in our environment, chances are, as a consumer, you have a choice. Unless you're selling electricity, your consumer can likely look out and say a substitute, at least see a substitute for your product. They're going to choose someone that they know, someone that they like, or someone that they trust. So where do you fit in if you don't know the person or you hardly know them? Now, developing a professional rapport is a little different from getting to know somebody. A great way is to start asking intentional and open-ended questions. If you're face-to-face or you happen to be in one of those rare social settings, ask them what their business is doing differently in response to COVID. Ask how they've been personally affected. How has their role changed in the business? Ask them what they've been doing new. Do they see any new opportunities in the marketplace? Remember, interested is interesting. And as this person shares more about their business, it gives you an opportunity to refine your offering. Because we all know that salesperson who goes out guns blazing, talking about their product, which is usually fairly tone deaf because they're telling you about something you either have or already know you don't need. Take the time to understand the customer before you offer anything. Suppose you're not getting out. Many of us are working from home. One thing you can do, whether you're getting out or you're working from home, start showing that person some interest online. You could follow them on LinkedIn, see what their interests are professionally, or you could check them out on Facebook, or if you're comfortable, depending on what you're selling, following them on Instagram. If you already have a relationship with them, this is usually a natural progression. Be helpful. Their business, chances are, has a social profile. Like some of their posts. If you see they're offering a service or they've told you about a problem that they're having and you can offer a solution, even if it's towards directing them to another business, sending them an article link, tagging them in something you think may be of interest based on what they say, do that. Business relationships are reciprocal. You don't want to be someone who comes into the relationship to take. So wherever you can be helpful, if you're in a position to support their business, because it's always great to support a business you want to do business with, make a purchase, refer the product, tell a friend, write a recommendation. All these little things go towards making you a more familiar presence with the person, and it's a more natural progression towards talking about your business. As you express interest in someone else's business and what they're doing, they're going to start asking questions about you. Now, as you learn about this person, and before you start trying to sell anything, I encourage you to write down some notes on what your business is about. What are you offering this person, a summary of your terms, etc. Quite often, someone will say, hey, oh, you do so-and-so? Oh, send me something. You would be surprised at how many opportunities fall flat because the person who has been asked to send information does not send it. You don't want to be starting from scratch every time someone asks you about your business. So you need to have a one-liner saying, hi, thank you so much for asking about X, Y, and Z. My core services are A, B, C. These are usually available at XYZ. If you have an interest in learning more, please reach out to me at this number or that number. Or if you want to go ahead, put together a short brief on what products you do have to offer, as well as your social media links or your website links, so that you can quickly send something to anyone who expresses an interest in your business. Develop a rapport and start writing that pitch, a short pitch. Who you are, what you do, and because you know that person, how your business can solve one of their problems. You'll be surprised at how much more comfortable you'll feel in a sales setting.